Greetings, my dear brothers and sisters, in the light, hope, love, peace of our ancestors. I'm going to try to keep this as brief and to the point as I can. Um, I apologize. Forgive me. I know the quality of the video is not going to be the best in the world because, I'm having a few technical difficulties. I'm going to do the best I can. I'm new at this. This is basically. Okay. Yes. I apologize, everyone out there, that the quality of this video is not going to be the best because this is going to be one of my first videos. I'm relatively new to this. I'm working on a book that's going to go more thorough and in depth on part of what I'm going to cover in this video today. The title of this short video or videos is going to be additional tips that we as so-called black or African American community in America and worldwide can use to help further to decrease white supremacy, dismantle white supremacy, racism, and self-hatred among our own selves. Obviously, there's not enough time for me to cover every single aspect of this in a short video, but as objectively and fairly and unbiased as I can. Like I said, the stuff that I'm talking about on this video, it's not like I magically woke up one day and I made this stuff up off the top of my head. I'm not some ignorant brother, and I wouldn't try to take advantage of people or do that. Regardless of whatever culture or race you are that's watching this video, I hope it's both positive you could gain from it. I'm not a reverse racist or nothing like that. I'm not on here to attack nobody, to hate or insult nobody. I'm not here cursing and carrying on, and I'm not here to incite or start anything with everyone. I'm simply here to present this objective video to offer additional tips so that each of us in our own way could sit back, could use the skills and abilities we're blessed with to address this societal and global problem. And hopefully it'll encourage you in a positive way. I know the things that I've learned that I'm about to share has helped strengthen me as a conscious black person. I'm trying to better myself and push to be better. But basically, like I said, that's the title, how we can, but the main aspect that I would like to focus on is our self-hatred. No doubt there are a lot of double standards in society still, in America and around the world. Yes, it is true to a certain degree. There's still a lot of double standards and stereotypes. Yes, white supremacy is still a factor to a certain degree today. Maybe not with everyone, but with a lot of people. Racism still is here. Discrimination in the workplace, all of these different things. But one of the weaknesses that I feel that we as a people need to work on, um, and like I said, um, I'm not being biased about this. It's not like I magically woke up one day and I made this off the top of my head. This video is not based on no feelings, no emotions, no sob stories. It's not based on my opinion. It's based as concrete and empirical facts that I've researched. I mean, it's not like I'm some ignorant brother. I'm educated. I've read a lot of books. I've studied a lot of articles and stuff over the most recent years, both from black men, black women, people of all the cultures and races. I've studied all the cultures and races to a certain degree. I've studied about Asian history, Indian, black, Latino. But even though specifically what I'm speaking on here is meant mainly for the black community, but it's done in a way it's meant to start off with us, but it can be used by people of all the cultures or races as well to educate themselves about us, and that hopefully they'll, if they choose, they can join in forces with us to try to tackle this monster of white supremacy, racism, how to better dismantle it. But basically, as it relates to us as blacks, like I said, everything that I'm going to present in this video, it's not like I'm making this off the top of my head. If you have any questions, you could contact me at the end. You can email me. I'll be happy to send you more or respond to you, but you just have to give me extra time because I'm a busy person. I have a lot of responsibilities. I work on, more than one job, but not to get off tangent, I just want to get this preliminary stuff out of the way so that I could get to the meat and potatoes of the video. One of the things that's holding us as a people back, there's too much self-hatred. A lot of this stuff that's going on, the police brutality, the Biggie Toe movement, the so-called black male-female gender war, the continual breakdown of the traditional, the decimation of the explosion of this single parentdom, this dysfunctional, some, not all, but some of these dysfunctional single parent households as opposed to the more stable traditional patriarchal and matriarchal team system that we once had, along with the drugs, the crimes, the poverty, all these numerous factors from A to Z that's holding us back. But the one most specifically I wanted to address was the self-hatred. In order for any group of people to be truly free, the mental and the psychological chains have to be dealt with as well. Physical freedom is not enough, and obviously, that's evident because if physical freedom was enough, black people would have most likely been free a long time ago. So obviously physical freedom is not enough. Mental and psychological chains that have kept us in a cycle where we as a community go around in circles without making enough concrete progress have to be tackled. Those monsters. And it's not just an individual fight, it has to be a collective fight. Also, you have to be economically free. In other words, you have to have economics or be able to create businesses, open up stores, create and open up your own institutions that support your culture, educate your culture, race, teach you about the different aspects of your culture and history throughout the world, math, science, education, self-defense, how to practice collective economics among yourself so that you could build for self and do for self. And by you doing that, it allows you to not have to be so dependent on other cultures or races, and in the long run you gain more respect because even if they don't like you, they see that you're making the utmost initiative to do for yourself as opposed to constantly having to be begging and stuff all the time. And secondly, it helps to build up self-confidence, self-pride, and it actually would be a win-win to a certain degree for other cultures and races as well, because that would alleviate the pressure of them, a lot of them having to create jobs and give stuff to us that we could be doing for ourselves if we could go back to the way how some of our ancestors did, which is to have our own economy among ourselves. Because it's very naive of us as a people considering how our numbers are growing. There's estimates that by the year 2050 the white population will be severely decreased. To think that naively think that for the next 500 to 1,000 years that these people is just going to be around forever to create jobs for us and opportunities. So entrepreneurship, all of that stuff, and all of this self-hatred, we as blacks have to admit that there is a problem. We do have a problem still with colorism, light, dark, with biracial and mixed blacks. We have to be honest and look at ourselves in the mirror. Black men and female have to be honest and look ourselves in the mirror instead, because to be honest, it would be stereotyping. We can't say that all the problems in our community is all the black man's fault or it's all the black woman's fault 100%. If you study our history, the last several generations, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and be honest and say that it's both partly our fault and just be mature adults about it and try to move on from here instead of going in this constant cycle of this self-hatred and pointing the blame. I mean, granted, it is true that there's plenty of blame to go around, But if we just spend all of our time blaming each other instead of coming up with solutions, in the long run, it's not going to get us out of this situation. So, like I said, in order for any people to be free, you have to be free mentally, psychologically, economically, and then hopefully from there the additional things will fall into place. Obviously, there's a lot of other aspects and tips that other people out there can share with you to help you as a people as well. But I just wanted to pitch in and do my part with this short video. I hope it's an encouragement. Like I said, this self-hatred thing in our community is getting out of control. We as black people need to take a breath, step back, be objective. We need to get back to being a scholarly people that research and read a lot. Like I said, I'm not an ignorant brother. I'm not saying that because that a person's educated that necessarily means they're intelligent. But because there's plenty of people from all walks of life, both educated, uneducated, and intelligent. But I'm an intelligent brother. It's not like I haven't read or studied. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've studied different stuff. You could verify some of the stuff I'm saying from various books. Shirazid Ali's book on the black man's guide to understand the black woman, the ISIS papers, how to make a slave, different things. www.blackdemographics.com, www.theblackpeoplematrix.com. I love that site. It's got some good information. If you haven't heard or read it, go check it out. I love the brother and the people that administer that site. There's some deep knowledge you can add to your arsenal there. And each one of you kings and queens out there, each of y'all has knowledge that I don't have, and vice versa, that we could share to build ourselves up, to bring to the table, to help further free our people. Like, for example, you might have a skill in engineering or science, computers, music, whatever your skill is, whatever you've been blessed with, take the positive, not the negative, but take the positive in your strengths and try to figure out a way to plug it in to further free our people and move us forward. Because I can't speak for any other black person, but as a conscious brother that loves my people, I'm tired of this self-hatred. I'm tired of this immature pettiness. I'm tired of seeing us as black people being stagnant, going around in circles from generation to generation. I'm not saying everything is bad. Yes, it is true. A lot of black people have come a long way and accomplished a lot of great things, but the sad part about it is that's individual level. I'm talking collective level, because like that old saying goes, individuals come and go, but the community still lives on. So we as black people need to wake up mentally, begin to dismantle these shackles of self-hatred, white indoctrination, white supremacy, racism, whatever you want to call it. And my suggestion, this is my suggestion I'm putting on the table to all of my people. Now, whoever, if someone's watching this that or hates your own people, or you're a coon or a Negropean, or you're still a mentally dead black person that's watching this, I don't expect you to understand that. I understand that your reaction, if you're not open to mind enough, is going to be to hate me, bash me, and that's fine. You could dislike me, you could hate me, that's okay. It's not about me. I don't care about me. I'm not on here to make money or to take advantage of my people. I already have my own place, my own job. I'm on here to simply share extra tips and knowledge to help my own people. That's my concern. It's not about me or about trying to take advantage of nobody. Hating me, liking me, loving me, neutral is not going to make any difference. I'm going to do whatever I can to share truth and knowledge to my people so that we could wake up out of this condition of mental slavery and death and brainwashing and try to move ourselves forward. I've had a lot of people do mean, silly, petty, immature stuff. I'm sure some of you other conscious brothers and sisters out there maybe watching these videos can attest to this. Both ignorant white and black people and people of a culture, race at a time have said obnoxious things to me. Not all the time, because I'm a peaceful person. But even though I'm a peaceful person and I try to live by the golden rule, every once in a while, You know, you're gonna have negative people out there that's gonna try to push your button. That's just life. You got good, bad in between everywhere. You know, doing stuff like sending me pictures of them showing off and doing all kind of craziness with their white boyfriend or their white girlfriend or partner, or husband or wife. And I'm like, look, hold on. First of all, I'm not a reverse racist or anything. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. Me personally, I'm not for it myself, but you know, um, I'll make another video. I don't have time to talk about the interracial relationships and everything in this one video alone. But getting back to the people with those silly pictures, like, look, I'm not the jealous type. That don't phase me. So I mean that's silly. That's so kindergarten. Sending me pictures showing off with your white girlfriend or boyfriend, like I'm supposed to be jealous of you or something. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not talking to everyone here individually. I'm not talking to anyone directly. I'm just saying in general. But anyway, like I said, I apologize if this video wasn't worded or it wasn't as perfect as I'd like it to be. Like I said, I'm new to this. I'm still trying to better. I'm the type of brother that's better at explaining myself in my book that I'm working on, like in a book form or audio as opposed to video form. So I'm new to the video. So forgive me that this video isn't as good as it